Hi, wrestling fans. Thanks for clicking today's Dreaded Rose report. I hope everybody had a great weekend. And if TNA can find a buyer, they will too. Dave Meltzer reveals on his latest installment of Wrestling Observer Radio that the Carters are looking to sell TNA. There's a lot of moves. There's a lot of moves that are being done behind the scenes. Meltzer said. No matter what anyone says is going on right now, there was big things going on behind the scenes as far as the future ownership of the company. And at one point, God only knows where it's going to go from there. Said there's people looking into it, and I think the Carters are looking to get out. They've lost money and all that, and as far as that means, who knows? But they've been looking to get out for quite a while. All right. I would suggest, if anybody's going to buy anything, it's not going to be Vince, but I would suggest Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor needs a TV outlet, and it's already built in right there, so they can kind of gradually change things over or just move in everybody all at once. Do a Ring of Honor and see how Spike TV will go for that. Give it a try. Mark Henry's new look, believe it or not, has been revealed from Henry himself on Twitter. Henry continues to hype his return. Apparently, WWE's website's doing a feature on him. Henry noted he's down to a mere 405 pounds. I'll never recognize that guy, He says he's bad, bald, and almost black. Black. My fault. He is black. But he's bald and bad and almost back. How's that? Alright, he says, lean 405 Mark Henry. Said the Hall of Pain is almost back. Get your tickets. Alright, tonight's WWE Raw is taking place from the Amway Center, Orlando, Florida. Let's see if I can read this right. With the fallout from Hell in a Cell, no match has been announced for tonight's show, but it's expected the Lord and Master Vince McMahon will be returning. And, of course, he's going to want to find out what the deal is with Shawn Michaels. And hopefully you guys have probably already seen the results. John Cena's going to be also making his Raw return with the World Heavyweight title. And Daniel Bryan versus Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton. And Cena versus Alberto has been advertised locally. Focal points for tonight's show. How will Cena kick off his 14th world title reign? Is CM Punk satisfied with after beating Paul Heyman? Probably not. Does Kane plan to get revenge on Bray Wyatt? And who will challenge AJ for the Diva title now? And is there more to Shawn Michaels' decision at Hell in the Cell? We wonder. Happy birthday to former WWF manager and one-time WWF Women's Champion, Harvey Whippleman. 47 years old. He's got to be proud of that title, Alright, WWE Games has posted a listing of GameStop and Best Buy locations across the country where fans will be able to get the WWE 2K14 video game at midnight on Tuesday. And Necessary Evil is... anyway, it says the supervillains of DC Comics, a new Warner home video documentary, is now on store shelves and is featuring CM Punk giving his insight on the Joker, Lex Luger, and Darkseid. Don't know nothing about that. And there's been a lot of talk lately about WWE looking at acquiring other wrestling videotape libraries, with the network eventually becoming, there's still a push to increase the amount of video WWE owns, and a push to come up with new and different ways to monetize the package of that footage. They could, if Ring of Honor wanted to, and move their own stuff into there and just do away with TNA as far as their history or whatever. Sell the library to WWE, take that money, buy TNA with it. All right, several sources. I think Ring of Honor's got a good relationship with Vince, too, on that. Several sources within WWE has confirmed that Vince McMahon doesn't return at Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. He will indeed return on Monday. Vince will be getting involved in the Big Show versus Triple H storyline and is expected to be a main part of things between now and WrestleMania 30. Hulk Hogan, he remains a free agent following his expiration of his contract at TNA last month, and the two parties unable to reach a new agreement. And I doubt if they ever reach one if the thing is really up for sale. This afternoon on Facebook, legendary Hogan teased a possible return to WWE. He published photographs of himself clutching a replica copy of the WWE title. The caption reads, "Thinking, thinking, thinking." Did I look like him? Anyway, I should have done this. According to WWE.com, Big E Langston, he got a Big E stitches underneath his right eye, while Dean Ambrose required 8 stitches under his chin following their U.S. title match at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. In case you missed it, Rey Mysterio worked the Spanish version of Hell in a Cell pre-show and did the Spanish commentary throughout the pay-per-view. Might have something new for him to do, at least get some money's worth out of it while he's recouping. Last night was the first time WWE did a Spanish version of the pre-show. Chris Jericho, he's going to be appearing next Sunday night, Talking Dead on AMC. This is the Walking Dead post-show that Punk has appeared on before. Shawn Michaels has been retweeting comments from fans on Twitter and fielding hateful tweets after turning on Daniel Bryan at Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. He tweeted, "I'm going to go out on a limb and say this whole thing, having fun on Twitter, is probably going to be over for a while." He said that's sort of blows, he says. I understand. WWE is going to be returning to the American Airlines Center, Miami, Florida, live Raw Friday, January 31st, 2014, by the way. Name in the crowds for last night's Hell in a Cell pay-per-view with Miami Heat. Adonis Haslam was there, and Indy Ellsberg, and legendary music producer Rick Rubin and Atta Johnson. That's The Rock's mom. After his Big World Heavyweight title win, John Cena hugged Rock's mom on the way to the back. Oh, that is, oh man, that's sweet. And TMZ's got an article up on former NFL star Shawn Merriman working out at the WWE Performance Center. They noted Merriman hadn't changed, hasn't signed a deal that Triple H invited him down just to check out the facilities, and nothing's changed. They added that there's a possibility of WWE and Merriman working together in the future. This is odd. Chris Benoit's son, David, is reportedly training to become a professional wrestler. He's just now starting lifting weights, but word is that he's done some working out with David Hart Smith, son of the late British Bulldog. And apparently Benoit has been keeping in touch with Chris Jericho. Jericho noted that in his most recent book that David called him up after the murders and asked if he could still be able to attend wrestling events. The E! Network announced that the return of the WWE Divas, Total Divas, has been bumped up a week. New episodes is going to be beginning to air on November 10th, 10 o'clock. Please make a note of it. Following the season finale of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, the official plot synopsis for the return has been revealed. It states, as Eva Marie becomes increasingly popular, Nikki begins to feel threatened. Ariana works to control her temper, and Natty has fears regarding her return to the ring. Oh, that's tense, ain't it? Real life, just like real life. Former WWE star MVP turns 40 years old on Monday, and on Twitter he posted messages concerning this milestone day. He says, "Well, I don't feel any different." Thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.